Some people journal their feelings, and some of us turn them into beautifully unsettling nightmare fuel. Welcome back, my delightfully disturbed friends, and my little literary lurkers. This is Creepin' It Real. Tonight is extra special because we are cracking open the haunted notebook of my creepy little gothic friend and her first episode of many. Welcome, creature.
That's right. While some people are out making healthy life choices, I was busy writing stories that might make your house feel slightly uncomfortable. Tonight we're diving into the twisted tales, the creepy concepts, and deliciously dark corners of my story collection.
Nice. We'll talk inspiration and the moments that made me look at creature and go, should I be concerned?
Absolutely. Yes.
It's a yes. So dim the lights. Grab your emotional support skeleton. Welcome to Creepin' It Real. Warning. Side effects of tonight's episode may include goosebumps, nervous laughter, and checking your closet twice.
Cindy sips ink from a crystal cup. Topics float up in a swirling puff. Tonight a pirate, tomorrow a priest. She toasts each topic like a charming beast. One co-host swears the moon's alive, the other claims they did not survive. Welcome to Creepin' It Real. Cindy Knight, the Baroness, curious questions answered, pulling all the threads of your strange routine. Step through the doorway where nothing's ever quite what it seems. Raise your glass to the unusual themes. Welcome to Creepin' It Real. Co-hosts change like a costume rail. A skeptic saint, an escaped tall tale. They argue if time can fold in thirds. She just edits the air with a single word. Welcome to Creepin' It Real. Cindy Knight in the in-between. Curious questions answered, weaving every topic into strange scenes. Step through the doorway, nothing's ever quite what it seems. Welcome to Creepin' It Real. Did the portrait just move its eyes? Did your favorite thought change size? Every topic's a portal into the weird. Welcome to Creepin' It Real.
For the bed bell. Tonight's poetic spiral into existential dread reads as follows.
Why is the sky red? Maybe it's the blood of 1,000 dead angels. Maybe the sprinkle of rain is their tears. Maybe the dead trees are their lifeless skeletons. Maybe the wind howling in your ears is their screams. Do not doubt this, for you don't know why the sky is red. Maybe it's the blood of 1,000 dead angels.
It's deep, very deep. Well, that escalated faster than my anxiety in a haunted house.
Poetry, darling, is like therapy, but with more ghosts and much less expensive.
So, can you tell the audience what your inspiration for this poem was and why?
Basically, just a long road trip home from vacation. It's at night. Been driving for all day. I'm just looking at the sky, just daydreaming. It's red and sun setting and dark. Just my brain starts to wander, and I come up with weird stories.
And this is one of those, and many more to come.
Oh
Correct?
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I come up with lots of different stories just staring out the windows.
Awesome. Can't wait. Let's look at some actual facts about your poem. Why does the sky actually turn red? Before everyone starts panic Googling angel casualty reports, there is a science behind red skies.
Alright, fine, ruin the mystery with facts.
Of course, that's what I do. When the sky turns red at sunrise or sunset, it's because of Rayleigh scattering, which sounds like a Victorian ghost lawyer.
I mean, I would hire Rayleigh scattering. Not that I would ever need a lawyer, but
If
I
you did, perfect. Short version, sunlight hits Earth's atmosphere. Blue light scatters easily, but when the sun is low, the light travels through more atmosphere.
The shorter wavelengths scatter away, leaving the longer red and orange wavelengths to dominate the sky.
So scientifically speaking, the sky is not bleeding angels.
Yes, that's correct.
Emotionally speaking, jury's still out.
Fun dark fact people don't know, volcano eruptions can actually make sunsets dramatically redder for months.
Yes. After Krakatoa erupted in 1883, people worldwide reported blood red skies so intense that some thought it was the apocalypse.
Sounds like War of the Worlds.
Yes.
Victorians were already one minor inconvenience away from assuming the apocalypse.
Honestly, relatable. The poem suggests rain might be angel tears, which would explain Michigan weather. Clearly, someone up there is going through it. Scientifically, rain forms when water vapor condenses around microscopic particles called cloud condensation nuclei.
Nerd. Dust, salt, smoke, basically the sky is full of tiny floating freeloaders. But here's a deliciously dark fact. Rainwater isn't perfectly clean. It often contains bacteria, microplastics, and even tiny bits of desert dust that have traveled thousands of miles. So technically, when it rains, you are gently being seasoned.
Nature's light marinade.
That's gross.
No promises. Can't promise that. Historically, though, many cultures did believe rain was divine sorrow. In some medieval texts, storms were interpreted as heaven mourning human sin, which honestly tracks with my behavior in 2007.
That's a lot of that. Now this line, dead trees as lifeless skeletons, is peak Gothic poetry, also not entirely metaphorical.
Exactly. Trees actually have structural similarities to skeletal systems. Their lignin provides rigidity, much like calcium does in bones.
And here's a dark little forest fact. Dead trees called snags are incredibly important to ecosystems.
Yes, they house owls, bats, insects, and fungi. Basically, they become Gothic apartment complexes.
Luxury decay living.
Without dead wood, many forest species would collapse.
So next time someone says something looks dead and useless,
It might actually be prime haunted real estate. Wind howling like screams is actually a very old human fear response. Our brains are wired to detect human like sounds in random noise. It's called auditory pareidolia.
same reason people hear voices and static or think their house is haunted when they hear pipes knock.
Or when creature microwaves fish in the studio.
It was only one time.
Only
And if
one
food
time.
could scream, my fiance's grilled cheese would have been shrieking the other night.
Nice. Nice to know. I'm gonna have to dive deeper. I love that mice. Yep.
Yeah.
But here's a creepy real fact. Certain wind frequencies can actually trigger feelings of unease, anxiety, and even nausea in humans.
Low frequency sounds, infrasound, has been linked to reports of hauntings.
Including the famous case of a laboratory where workers thought the building was haunted.
Until they discovered the ventilation fan was producing infrasound that literally made people feel dread.
So sometimes,
It's not always a ghost.
but it is your nervous system having a full gothic meltdown.
Let's talk about the big dramatic image. The blood of 1,000 dead angels.
Metal band name. Called it.
Historically, red skies have been often seen as omens, war, plague, divine wrath. Red sky at morning, sailors take warning. Isn't just poetry, it's old weather wisdom. And my mom taught me that too, and it's very accurate.
Nice. At least you learned something from your mother, right? Because red morning skies can indicate high pressure systems moving east, often meaning a storm is coming.
See, even the weather's passive aggressive.
Also, fun dark fact people don't know: in medieval art, angels weren't always the soft, glowing humans we picture.
Uh-oh.
Some were described as multi winged, many eyed, cosmic beings that look, frankly, upsetting.
Yeah, biblically accurate angels are not cute or cuddly, and definitely not here for brunch.
So, if the sky were full of fallen angels,
It would be significantly more horrifying than just the poem.
so is the sky red because of angelic carnage?
Scientifically, no.
Poetically?
Definitely keeping our options open.
That's the beauty of dark poetry. It lets us take very real natural phenomena and dress them in dramatic black velvet with a light mist machine.
Always. My spooky scholars, next time you see a crimson sunset, remember the science.
But enjoy the mystery. Stay creepy.
And thank you for watching Creepin' It Real.
If you enjoyed the madness, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit it anyways. Subscribe for more questionable life choices and mildly concerning or controversial topics. Think you might want to know when a new episode airs? Click the notification button, because you know you want to. Until next time, sleep well. And if something goes bump in the dark, creep it real.